Clear.
Okay, Reed, can you hear me?
I've got you.
Turning left crosswind for 1. Look on that. These radio engines take a while to warm up. We got 8 gallons of oil roughly in there, so 8 gallons, not quarts. So we have to warm it up first before we can even taxi.
Yep, got it.
All right, so I think we can find the airport since we're going to take off from it, right?
Yeah.
West traffic, Sky 853 Papa Alpha is turning left final for 15, full stop West Houston.
All right, we're warmed up enough to taxi, so
we're going. Taking 15 and turning to the right, West Houston.
And there's a push to talk button. I think it's on the stick.
Yep, I see it.
All right, I'm going to go to push to talk for takeoff,
Okay.
and then we'll go to voice because it's going to be real noisy. So I'm going to go to push to talk right now.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Very good. That's an interesting landing. Boom! Yeah. Had the nose up in the air from 50 feet all the way to impact. So who bought you your Christmas gift?
Brother and sister and the kids.
Nice. Okay, we'll do the cigarettes check, controls.
Traffic Sky K.
Watch your knees.
Alpha is clear of 15 West Houston.
Instruments, okay, we got 0 on the airspeed, altimeter set at 140 feet. Oil temperature, pressure, all good. And everything else seems to be in the green, so controls as we gas. We got full tanks left, right, it's on a right full tank. Altimeter already set, so next is run up. A little bit of oil on the spark plugs there. Okay, just cycle on the prop. One more time. We'll go back and check the mags one more time. Both are good. Both are good. All engine instruments are in the green. All right, so run-up's done, trim set, 1 and 2, seatbelts and shoulder harness. You all set back there?
All set?
Very good. West Houston traffic, North American 97900. Departing runway 15 will be a right southwesterly departure. And I just take my canopy to the first notch because it's real hard to grab while I'm flying. So your canopy's open, correct?
Yes, it is.
All right, tally ho.
West Houston traffic, Sky K 53 Papa Alpha, departing 15, staying in the pattern, West Houston.
All right, we're back to voice activated. You okay back there?
Yes, we're good.
Good. Well, there's a lot of water in the Addicts Dam, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Wow.
Traffic, Sky K53 Papa Alpha is turning left crosswind for 15 West Houston. Traffic, Sky K53 Papa Alpha is turning left downwind for 15 full stop West Houston.
So this was the aircraft that was the advanced trainer during World War II. So from this aircraft, you then transitioned into the fighter aircraft. So from the front seat to this 600 horse to the front seat of a 1200 or more horsepower airplane.
Wow.
Both the Navy and the Air Force, the Army Air Force at that time used this as a final fighter type trainer.
Yeah.
Then after the war, it was used as a primary trainer. Then they got into T-34s, T-28s, and then eventually phased these out in the 50s. But this aircraft in particular was used by over 60 countries, and the last one used it in combat was the South African Air Force, and that was in the early 80s.
Okay.
They put hard points on them and guns.
Traffic, jump from 6 Tango.
The Air Force in Korea used them as forward air controllers, rather, backs as they called them, and they put rockets on them so they could shoot at targets, and that would mark for the attack, general attack.
Okay.
They called them the Mosquito Squadrons.
West Houston traffic, Sky K53 Papa Alpha is turning left base for 15 full stop West Houston.
So I started flying this type of airplane back in the mid-80s.
Oh, yeah.
And it's one of the most fun airplanes you can fly as a warbird because it's very affordable in relation to warbirds, that is. And it's a 130 knot cross country airplane burning 30 gallons an hour.
Yeah.
And you get to take two people with you, or one other person.
Right. What is it's burn 100 low lead?
I'm sorry, ask again, please.
Yeah, what fuel is it burn?
30 gallons an hour.
Is that 100 low lead?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
West Houston traffic, Sky K53 Papa Alpha is turning final for 15 full stop West Houston.
Yeah, it could use, when they had lower octane, it could use 9196, but they don't have that anymore.
Got it.
Good visibility, it's a lot of fun to fly.
Yeah.
It can be tricky in crosswinds like most tail draggers.
Yeah, this is my first time in a tail dragger.
Well, when I used to flight instruct many years ago, I used to tell my students, once you get your private license, that there are three things you ought to do, and that is fly some aerobatics in a tail dragger and or get a tail dragger endorsement now. They didn't have them back then. And get an instrument rating. You'll be a better pilot for it.
Traffic stairs, AT-6 Alpha Delta taking off.
And there's two good schools for tail dragger aerobatics in this local area. There's one Houston Southwest, Joy Bout, and then there's one at LaPorte with Debbie Reen, R-I-H-N.
Okay.
But you're a long way from that yet.
Yes.
But you can crawl, walk, run. So what part of town do you live in? You said down by Galveston?
Yeah, just this side of Galveston, Bayou Vista.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know it. But you go to, would you say Abilene or Lubbock or something for your lessons?
Yeah, close to Lubbock. It's like
Say again, please.
late. Yeah, it's just east of Lubbock.
Okay, you go there for business, I presume?
No, I got family out there.
Oh, nice, okay.
So I've been splitting my time between here and there.
I see.
Hadn't even planned on signing up. I was walking through the Air Museum.
Oh, the Silent Wing Museum there?
No, the Slayton Airport actually has a little museum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was walking through there, signed up for a Discovery flight, and I was hooked.
Oh, cool. Well, you know, Lubbock has a big museum there.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet.
Oh, it's a great museum. I had the Helldiver up there late August, early September, and I was really impressed. It's called Silent Wing Airport for a reason. That's where they did 90% of the glider training. And those big Waco gliders you see in D-Day where they land with a Jeep in the back,
Yeah.
90% of it was right there.
Wow.
And ironically, the twin green airplane that we have in the hangar, it was actually used to tow those gliders, and that airplane still has the winch in the back.
Downwind runway 15, full stop, West Houston.
I just read the paper that Del Webb is building a big retirement community out here at Fulshire. So you said you're from Lubbock?
Originally, yeah.
Okay. So was Happiness Lubbock, Texas in the rearview mirror?
It was for a while.
Okay. Yeah, and in the song the guy goes back, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so just about everyone else I know who left, they ended up back.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems like a nice little town.
Yeah, it is.
Delta's left base, runway 15, full stop, West Houston.
Of course, I'd never badmouth anybody's hometown while being recorded. You got Sugarland Airport, you got TME Airport, you're kind of sandwiched between two airports out here.
Yeah.
Final runway 15, full stop, West Houston.
So what do you think back there? You liking that?
I'm loving this.
Good. And you said it was your sister that bought you this?
Brother, sister, and their kids.
All right. What are their names?
Lee, Melissa are my sister and brother.
Okay, Lee and what?
Lee and Melissa.
Melissa? Okay.
And kids, Clayton, Ken, Mason, and Ellie.
All right, well, Lee, Melissa, and what were the other two?
Clayton, Ken,
I'm having a hard time hearing that one.
Clayton.
Well, on behalf of the Commemorative Air Force, we thank you. How's that?
All right. Yes, thank you.
Because all of this money goes to the airplanes. This is all volunteer, so
Right.
nobody pays me to fly you. I just make my time available. My wife puts up with it. But it's a good thing for us. We exercise the airplane. Needs to be flown. Pilots need to be flown.
Yep.
So it's a win-win for everybody.
Westchester traffic clear 6 up Delta. Taxi for takeoff, runway 15 Westchester.
When I moved to Houston in 1980, hardly any of this was out here.
Oh yeah.
Amazing how this town has grown.
Line by 3, we're just about 2 miles to the east. We'll be crossing midfield at 1,000 feet. West Houston, crossing midfield at 1,000.
Yeah, that's about when we moved to Houston too.
When?
79.
79?
Yeah.
Wow. You preceded me by a year, so you really did see the growth as well.
Oh yeah.
I grew up in the Detroit area and had a job offered. They had an opening in Denver and Houston. They said, do you want Denver or Houston? I said, does it snow in Denver? They said, yeah. I said, I'll take Houston.
I'm with you there.
This last February was enough for me.
Line by 3 is overhead, 1,000 feet, midfield, transitioning flat.
So how did you drive up here? 45 to Beltway 8?
45 straight to I-10.
45 to I-10?
Yeah.
Wow. You took the miserable route.
Wasn't terrible today.
Going back, I'd recommend, do you have the toll road deal?
Yeah.
I'd take just I-10 to Beltway 8 all the way to 45 and then home.
Yeah.
Avoid all that kerfuffle downtown.
Westchester traffic clear at 866 Alpha Delta. Taking off runway 15 will be left turn out to negative pattern Westchester.
A lot of new development going on.
What, sorry, say again?
A lot of new development going in.
One more time.
A lot of new housing development.
Oh God, no, this is just massive out here. And it's never gonna end, look.
Yeah.
There's just open space everywhere. Yeah, right out here somewhere is where they built that $10 million sports stadium, high school sports stadium. I used to be able to find it because it stuck out so much, and now it's just buried into the milieu of all this development. West Houston traffic, North American 97900 Zulu is about 4 miles to the north at 1,500 feet. Will be an upwind entry for midfield left crosswind entry for 15 full stop.
Westchester traffic clear at 6 Alpha Delta turning left crosswind runway 15 full stop West Houston.
North American 97900 is 1,500 for initial upwind entry 15 West Houston.
West Houston traffic, Sierra 6 Alpha Delta is turning left downwind, runway 15 full stop, West Houston.
And West Houston traffic, North American 900 is showing landing lights for identification. West Houston, where are you?
Even with the numbers on the 15 side of the airport.
Okay, we're looking for you. We're still 1,500 feet over the initial departure arrival ramp. Sorry.
And we've got you in sight. I'm about to turn my base.
All right. Thank you much.
West Houston traffic, Sierra 6 Alpha Delta turning left base, runway 15 full stop, West Houston.
Okay, 2 indicated and 2 locked pins.
West Houston, North American 97900, midfield downwind 15 full stop.
West Houston traffic, Sierra 6 Alpha Delta turning final, runway 15 full stop, West Houston.
And West 900 has got you in sight.
These guys that do about a 2-mile final kill me.
Oh, yeah.
Traffic, Skyhawk 553, Tango 6 miles to the south, inbound, for a full stop on 35. And 97900 is turning final 15 full stop, West Houston.
All set back there?
Doing good.
All right, canopy open?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, gas undercarriage, mixture props. We got 2 gear, 2 pins. That's a good thing.
And 97900 is short final 15 West Houston full stop.
West Houston traffic, Sierra 6 Alpha Delta is clear of the runway, West Houston.
Now you can't see anything over the nose. That's the beauty of a tail dragger. Okay, clear the runway. We get to clean her up. So now I can't, you probably can see that runway light. I can barely see that runway light, and I can't see anything farther forward than that.
Okay.
So that's why you what's called S-turn. Where
Yeah.
you turn right, just left, right, look over the nose.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't thought about that on the ground.
Yeah, they're totally blind. Yeah, what's worse is if you ever go up to Oshkosh, you see airplanes like this hanging around, you know, nails, tail to nose, nose to tail. Taxiing on small runways, or taxiways is scary.
One of these days I'll make it up there.
Oh, it's an event, there's no doubt about it. Did you remember to turn the GoPro on?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've taken people up and go, oh, I forgot to turn it on.
And it actually stayed on this time.
Yay. Otherwise, your brother and sister-in-law, or sister or brother-in-law?
Brother and sister.
Brother and sister. They'd have to buy an extra one. See, he just stopped. If I was going to go to the next taxiway, I wouldn't have seen him.
Oh, yeah.
Houston traffic, Florida 71 Juliet Charlie taking runway 15 for departure. West Houston.
West Houston 97900, need 100 octane at Bravo 5, please.
Copy, would you repeat that in number one more time?
Yes, ma'am, 100 octane truck at Bravo 5 for the CAF, thanks.
Yes, sir, we'll send him over.
Appreciate it. And you just wait there, we'll help you out.
Yep.
Switches are off. Yeah, mix and match and match. And if you'd help him out while I fill out the paperwork, thank you. You know, for a retired captain, you're not all that bad.